What's good, YouTube? It's Adam from I'm a Music Mogul, and welcome to another video. As you can tell by the title of this video, we will be adding the sauce to 808s and drum tracks. Now, the sauce is not in quotations on purpose. That is because we will be talking about a plugin called The Sauce by DJ Swivel. Now, I've been using this for the past week now, I believe, and I've really been enjoying it. So I figured, you know what, let me share that with you. Maybe you guys will find this interesting as well and will help out your productions. Now, this plugin is quote unquote titled a vocal seasoner, but I haven't been using it on vocals. The way I've been using it, which is probably not the way it was intended for, is just using it for its individual effects processing units. So I'll take you through the plugin, but it has a really good reverb sound. It's not muddy, it's just super clean. It has really good distortion units. And what I like to do, or what I found I like to do, is just pull this plugin up, add in one or two pieces of this plugin onto the sound, and that's it. It sort of takes out the friction, takes out all of the, oh, I need that plugin, I need that plugin, I need that plugin, and you have like several plugins in your chain when all you could do is just open up the sauce and you have all the tools right there to just apply to your sound within one plugin. Don't have to go searching for many plugins. So yes, you can do all of this with multiple plugins, but it's just nice to have it all incorporated and encompassed into one single plugin. So what we're gonna do today is, like I said at the beginning of the video, we will be adding the sauce to our drum track right over here. And this is what it sounds like in its dry format. All right, so there's the drums right there. It sounds good on its own, but we're gonna take that to the next level. Now, before we do that, we're gonna go ahead and just break down the sauce quickly. So over on the left-hand side is a pitch informant shifter. It essentially works really well on vocals, hence the vocal seasoner. The pitch shifting is very clean. It doesn't add too much of those artifacts that you get with some crappier pitch shifters. This sounds really good. But in this video, we're actually not going to demo that because I wanted to stay true to how I've been using this plugin, and that is the rest of the units. So over here is the spice section, which is a distortion unit. You have a mild and a hot. The mild is let me just solo out the 808 here. The mild is sort of like a saturator, a nice saturator. And hot is like a heavily, overly compressed sound, distortion unit. Almost like a heavy analog distortion unit. Over here is sugar, so you got sweet and sour. Sweet is a chorus unit. And sour is a flanger. Over on the right hand side, you got squeeze, which is your compression section. Dab is sort of like a light compression, and pump is like a heavy parallel compression unit. Over here on smoke is your reverb unit. So you got a room, a plate, which has like a longer tail. Now it's not doing it justice on this 808. And of course you have like a long tail one, which is more like a large hall. This reverb sounds really nice, and I like to use this plugin just for that. It's really clean, really transparent, not too muddy. So it's just not doing it justice on this 808 for this purpose, but we'll get to that in a moment. Over here is your drip section, which is your delay. Just a delay with a nice high pass and low pass cuts there in case you need to sort of cut out some of those delay sounds so they're not too bright. All of this goes then into your multiband right over here. And then after that, you have a spreader unit, which will make your sound nice and wide. Sound really good on vocals, on hi-hats, which we're going to do in this one, but not the 808. Bass, I usually like to keep nice, clean, and focused in the center. And then down over here is your master section, so your master out, and you have a high pass and a low pass right here to just add in some EQ work on your sounds. So now we've broken down the plugin, let's go ahead and add some sauce to the 808. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to add in some saturation, really pull that 808 out. not too much. The key when you're mixing and trying to get your sounds fuller and better sounding is just add in a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and it goes a long way. Anything too drastic is probably not the right decision. Or maybe it is. It's up to you and what kind of genre you're doing. Next, I'm going to use the DAB compressor over here. Just get it a little bit tighter. And on my low pass over here, I'm going to just cut out some of the high end, some of that buzziness. And I'm going to pull that up a little bit. Just a nice, clean, solid, thick 808. So if we go ahead and just A/B that, here's with it off. And on. Next on this perk sound, we're going to go ahead and bring in the sauce. And we're just going to go ahead and use a little bit of the reverb unit over here. We're going to use this long haul here and just going to make it sort of airy like that. All right, next over here on our crash, we're also just going to go ahead and bring in the sauce, of course, and we're going to bring in some reverb on this as well. For this, we'll use the plate, or sort of like a medium-sized reverb. All right, that sounds good like that. All right, next is our hats. And the effect unit that we're going to use for this one is the spreader. So we're going to take this spread here and just make it nice and wide. I'm going to add in a little bit of chorus as well. Make it softer sounding. Maybe I'll pull it up with some saturation. And I'm going to use the high pass to cut out a little bit of lows. So it's a little bit cleaner sound. All right. And then for this last sound over here, the clap, we're going to go ahead and bring in another instance of the sauce. And let's just go ahead and bring in a plate sound and add some reverb on this. All right, so now if we go ahead and bring everything together, this is what our drum track sounds now. Just sounds a lot better. So let's go ahead and A/B that. I'm going to select all the tracks, and this is what it sounded like in its dry format. Good, but lacks a little bit of life, a little bit of fullness. Now let's bring it in. It just brings it all together nicely. Again, like I said earlier, you don't have to add in so much. A little bit really does go a long way, as you can tell right here by this demo. So that is the sauce. If you do want to learn more about it, I'll place a link in the description box below this video. It'll be the first one. You can learn more about it. But you do have a chance to win this if you head on over to my Instagram page at I'm a Music Mogul. Locate the post talking about the sauce, just leave a comment on that post, and in about a week's time I will pick a winner and you yourself can win a copy of the sauce, and just start sprinkling that sauce all over your sounds. That probably didn't sound too right, but in the meantime, you can go ahead and click that link in the description box below this video, learn more about it. If you do have any questions on this, you can go ahead and ask me in the comment section below. Be happy to chat over there. And as usual, guys, if you did like this video, remember to thumbs up, share it, and of course, hit that subscribe button for more good videos like this one. I'll talk to y'all soon. Later. Peace.